Coach. You go down 2-0, and then I think that character that your team has shown over the last couple of weeks kind of kicked in. How did you feel about things tonight?
Well, I certainly think the guys needed a wake-up call after the first period. You know, we weren't sharp, and we didn't play to our identity. We certainly didn't execute the game plan that was put in place in the morning, and consequently, that's why we were behind 2-0. I mean, Toronto's offense is generated off the rush and the power play, and if you feed into that type of play, you're not going to have very much success. And I think we had a record of 3-6 going into tonight, and the primary reason is because we play into how the Marlies want to play, and that's just not our team identity. So we refocused and came out with a purpose in the second period and played to our identity, and consequently we were able to get back in the hockey game. And then I thought the third period we did much of the same, and obviously they were trying to make a push as well, but you know, we ended up getting the late goal. So but overall the second and third period was much more of what our team has developed over the course of the season. So my message after the first intermission was that, you know, in the last 8 to 10 weeks, we as a coaching staff were hoping that we would learn from the earlier experiences against the Marlies on how we needed to play to be successful. So obviously the boys got the message, and we do have a lot of character in that room and a lot of resilience, and it certainly showed.
And yeah, the goals that were scored as well, like those are you know, not as flashy as perhaps the ones that Toronto puts in, but guys are getting to the right spots and getting rewarded for that hard work. When
you play the Toronto Marlies, you got to make them defend. That's the bottom line. Is they're a team that wants to go on transition. You look at their first goal was power play. Their second goal was a 4-on-2 transitional play. You know, even that tying goal with 10 minutes left, it was a transitional play. So I don't think, you know, even the second period, as much as we dominated, I think Fred had them at 5 chances. There was 3 power play chances and 2 off the rush. So, you know, they very, very little scoring chances within our D-zone coverage. So how do you defend against that? You make that team defend. So if you look at all our goals, that's what we did, and that's how we need to be successful the next 2 times against them.
Victor Lodin, you were saying to us the other day, he's a guy that can change a game with one shot. He certainly did that tonight.
Yeah, I thought that much like a lot of the team, he was a little bit sleepy in the first period as well. But, you know, I thought like everybody else, he got the energy and the juice going, and obviously that turnover by Blandisi on his tape, I mean, that was a goal scorer's shot, as we've talked about, and that certainly rejuvenated the bench and got us back in the hockey game. And you know, I thought that he seems to have some decent chemistry there with Agazino and Lucchini, and you know, I thought they were very good as a line the second, third period.
You guys control your own destiny now. Is that kind of the message going into these last 3 games?
Our message this morning, you know, was that, you know, our goal now is obviously #1 is to make the playoffs. You want to see that X beside your name, but when you're able to string some wins together, it'd be certainly nice to avoid that best of 3 and move right to the best of 5. But you know, there's a long way to go for that. But certainly that has to be the goal and the motivation here over the next 3 games. So we got to put our best foot forward here Friday and Sunday, because then it's just a waiting game for us. In terms of watching other teams play, because you know, there's 3 teams that are right in front of us, or right around us, I should say, that you know, play three hockey games next week.